everybody, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Saturday Night Special. This night we'll be talking about The Witcher, and I am not alone, not anymore. So first up is my good friend Taladia. How you doing, buddy?
Hello there.
Hey, General Kenobi. This is for you.
I'm doing what you won't. I'm taking them out.
I'm taking them out.
So this is not just a duo effort. We also have my very good friends, the Rhino and Hero Darkly. Say hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh.
You didn't see that coming?
Gosh.
So basically, the issue, not the issue, but the topic of the day is Henry Cavill announcing that after season 3, he's going to be leaving the show, and he's going to be replaced with the Walmart brand Chris Hemsworth, otherwise known as Liam Hemsworth.
I see what you did there.
Fuck off, Lord.
Oh God.
He'll be playing that all night long, just to let you guys know.
Yeah. So I do actually have some behind the scenes footage of Henry Cavill as he's leaving leaving the Witcher lot.
At the end of my days when I'm through, no word that I've written will make my circles
So what are your guys' thoughts on this announcement? Like, how does it affect things? How does it affect the show? How does it affect other roles that Henry Cavill may or may not be doing?
Well, let these two go off first, and then I'll go last.
All right. So, who wants to talk first, Hero or D Rhino?
I guess I'll go first since I don't know
right.
what's going on here, but I'm not surprised at all. We've been seeing this since if you guys been paying attention since before the first season even started, they were getting the cast together and they were talking about getting a certain type of series. I think it was like a Black Asian series or it was something like that. Then how they were talking about Triss being it's been there from the start. I'm not surprised that when they revealed, if you can say that these people who've been working on the show are like making fun of the lore and everything about it. I'm not surprised, and no one shouldn't. This is the modern Hollywood. This is modern Western entertainment at its. I'm not gonna say purest because there's nothing pure about it. At its, excuse my language, shittiest.
This is a not for sick for stream, so you're free to drop as many fuck bombs as you want.
Yeah, you pretty much can. Yeah.
Oh well, it's just me. I'm working on my language.
I mean, that's all well and good. Just know you don't have to hold back here. This isn't Comics League.
Oh, Dad.
Oh, he would laugh at that if he was here. He'd laugh at it. But yeah. One thing that I remember one person said. Oh, we lost Taladia. Oh, okay.
Hey. Okay, there we go. Whew.
He resigned in protest.
Wait, what happened? What?
I don't know.
You blinked out reality.
Thanos snap.
Yeah, read my mind.
Okay.
So I remember one person they so eloquently put it. I wish I could claim these as my words, but they're not. But they said, if the show wasn't named The Witcher, it would literally all be about Triss. You can very much clear they want to make the show about Triss.
I only watched the first season and I was out because I read all the books. I knew exactly what was happening, even though they took some liberties, of course. But for people who didn't know, who don't know it and never read the books, they were asking me. I had coworkers literally asking me, "Hey, what the heck is going on?" I'm like, "Okay, so this happens. This is a flashback, but this is the present." And that's what was messing stuff up about people in season 1. And I was even saying that to myself, like, man, they're doing this out of order. Like, no, just keep it simple, keep it structured. You don't need to go do this back and forth, man. It's confusing. Like, even like it was not great. But then they added in the dang, they're not called Amazon. I think they're called Amazon.
Netflix. It's Netflix.
Netflix. It's been so long. It's been so long since I read the books, but they added him in way too early. They added in this elf guy who wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, Netflix, the people who do the show. Sorry, my bad.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you said Nephilim. I'm like,
are you talking about the I'm sorry.
Yeah, the women in the forest. I can't remember what the forest name is, but
The Children of the Forest, the Brooklyn.
Yes, yep. There we go. Yeah,
The Dryads.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Forest Dryads. Yeah.
Yeah, and plus, if I remember correctly, that storyline actually played out a lot differently. Like supposedly,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't actually Geralt supposed to be there, and like they actually get to know each other without even knowing who each other are?
Yep, and he was supposed to be recovering too because his leg got fucked up, and they were the ones that were able to make him heal quickly. So that was interesting. And then you kind of like when they went to the whole thing with the tribal leader, how she was like saying like she has no emotions, but yet it's like she did because she wanted revenge. That's why they were like killing the men and stuff and using them as a sex slaves too. Because what happened to the tribal leaders, I think sister or some relative. It's been a while. Like I said, it's been a while, but
yeah,
he was able to make her see, and it was such a high impact moment. Like, man, I was like feeling for her. Like I'm like I understand, but the same thing is like it's like if I was in her shoes, I would be like, man, you know what? F these humans. They killed someone I loved and loved dearly, and you're gonna, yeah. It was a great scene. I love that chapter. That chapter was so detailed. I love the Dryads. I love the Dryads. Of all the characters, the Dryads are like number one. But Netflix did a disservice to it. Especially when they're doing the whole diversity inclusion bull crap. I don't want to like I said, I'm going in deep, guys, but I'm sorry. I don't want to take up too much.
Hey, I brought plenty of lube, so you're all good.
Yeah,
but, you do you, my guy.
I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna just, it's a bit, but
well,
anyway.
allow me to
But yeah, I'm gonna pass the torch to someone else. So please, before I go any more further.
All right.
Yeah. Hero, what do you got?
All right. Well, to be 100% honest, I haven't watched the Witcher show. Only played the games, mostly 3. That was a couple years back, so I'm not all entranced to the lore like my friend over here. So, I'm more of I guess you can call me the casual normie. But I do have a friend, she's really into that stuff, and she had some good stuff to talk about the first season. Well, of course, she complained about how the CGI was poor, or how the pacing was really messy in season 1 because it kept on going between times. They did say that she liked the show. Okay, felt like the producers, or at least the actors, were really trying their best to make it the best show possible. And from what I'm hearing, a lot of that was probably led by Henry. So him leaving feels like one of the few hands out trying to steer into a good direction.
Like, to be honest, my issue is not really with any of the actors, because I feel like the actors, honestly, on the show were actually fairly well casted, and they did a good enough job on their own. Like, obviously Henry Cavill was amazing in The Witcher. I think Ciri did a great job with her role. Yasker is just, oh my God, I love that man. And even Yennefer. I think Yennefer, honestly, she looks like Yennefer. And then the only times where she doesn't act like Yennefer are just basically because the script demands it. Like there's scenes like that very first scene where they introduce her, where at the orgy, that she's acting like spot on Yennefer. Like she has the capability to be the perfect Yennefer, and in spots she is a perfect Yennefer. but she's kind of let down by the writing a lot, honestly. I think the actress is perfectly capable of doing a quintessential Yennefer performance. But like Henry has kind of the clout to kind of push back a little bit, not just because of his star power, but also being a fan of the books, and also the show kind of revolves around him. He can push back a little bit on the dialogue. Like there's kind of like this infamous story where, the scene where Roach dies, the writers put in like this really marvelly kind of jokey kind of one-liner. Henry Cavill pushed back at it, and he wanted to put in a line from Sword of Destiny. Ultimately, he won, but that's just kind of emblematic of kind of the stuff he was doing, and obviously he's passionate about it. And I mean, it's clear from season 2 they're going in a vastly different direction. I mean, the things they did to some of those Witchers, they did my boy what's never mind. But yeah, so he filmed season 2, and he's like he sees the writing on the wall. He's got the out ticket with Warner Brothers, and he took it. It's yeah. What's your thoughts, Caladia?
Well, you know me, right? I watched season 1, and I think after that, I kind of figured Henry Cavill, like, really didn't feel like The Witcher is going in the right direction, and also plus more as well. I already knew this thing was gonna happen because Cavill got a contract with WBD, and he was gonna take it because he's gonna play the role of Superman. Like, who wouldn't want to take the role of Superman over Geralt of Rivia, right?
Because like I guarantee you, he does one Superman movie, he'll probably get paid double what he's been paid for all the seasons of The Witcher so far.
And plus, to add further to this, he's already filmed season 3 already, so that's already out the window. So
Yeah.
so that's already done. So for me, it's like, okay, so he's done season 3, that's fine and dandy, but I think the top audience now won't be interested as much into The Witcher as there was, as there were, because they know that Cavill is not going to be in it after season 3. It's pretty much like how the Flash, as an example, the CW, when they do their shows, when one of the characters leaves us, it doesn't get as much attention. Like the Arrowverse as well, like Arrow as well. It's the same thing. So this is going to be the prime example where the viewership is going to drop in numbers, and this is where Netflix needs to figure out a way to try and get people's attention. Now, I think as an Chris Hemsworth's brother, Liam Hemsworth taking the role. Okay, I get the fact that they couldn't get Chris Hemsworth, but Liam Hemsworth does make it second best. So he's a sloppy seconds.
I mean, honestly, if they would have had, if they didn't had already tapped Jason Momoa to do the Witcher prequel series, they could have brought him in.
But the thing is, Jason Momoa is already doing so many other things though at the same time.
Yeah. So here's how I think it's gonna go: is Witcher season 3 is gonna have a drop in the ratings, not drastic, like not too big, but like since Henry Cavill's still there's gonna be some people, but like season 4 is gonna be a drastic drop, and there will be no season 5. There will be none, because by the time season 4 comes around, not only will Henry be gone, but Henry was the one fighting for so basically the writers can run ramshit over everything. Did you hear? Speaking of the writers. Did you hear that report from the X-Men showrunner who used to be part of the Witcher team, what he said?
Yeah, I did. I heard about the fact that, like, the way I saw it was that that they weren't going by the book anymore, or by the games, and I was just like, okay, well, if they're not going by that, obviously Henry Cavill won't be interested in that. Of course, because he's a game. Not only you gotta remember, Cavill is not only a fanatic with this stuff, but he's a gamer like ourselves. Like I'm a gamer, you're a gamer. We're all gamers, right?
I mean, I'm sure I've told the story a couple of times, but like the way that Henry Cavill got casted for Superman, he was literally playing World of Warcraft when Zack Snyder called him, and he was in the middle of doing a boss battle. I think it was like a raid or a dungeon. And he tells a story on like a late show or whatever, and like he looks over, sees Zack Snyder's name, He just barely missed it. Like he finishes it up, goes to call him, and like he gets a part of Superman. Like he literally chose gaming over Zack Snyder. It's like if that man isn't one of us, I don't know what is.
And you gotta remember as well. So if Henry Cavill has left this role now for WBD, you also gotta remember that means no other projects outside of WBD he will attempt to go. So let's say James Bond as an example. That's out the window now, pretty
I
much.
say no more big projects.
No more bigger projects, yeah, because The Witcher is a big project in its own right?
Yeah, like he might do like if there's just like a project that requires like 3 months of his time, like Guy Ritchie calling him up, or another, or like the third Enola Holmes movie or something, like just something kind of like a small project that doesn't require too much of his time. I could see him.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. Gamer Freak, you are correct.
Of course!
Of course,
Of
yes.
course.
Of course, yes.
Oh, I got like tons of tons of these clips here.
But it's like I said, right? Like Henry Cavill knows what he wants to do now, and seeming as like he's out of The Witcher, and I'm telling you, The Witcher viewership is gonna go down. But do I think the show will get cancelled? Not really in the terms of
So
like, not in the terms that where it goes forward in time, but maybe as a prequel, and they focus on the prequel side of things, and they focus
so
on that.
I did hop into my time machine and I found some reactions for when season 4 comes out.
Crap, mega crap.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what I'm saying is right, Nick. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So, D. Rhino, what are your thoughts on these situations? I know it's kind of been me and Taladia's show, but like, what do you think, D. Rhino?
Well, I didn't watch season 2 or season 3. Is season 3 out, or is it still season
No,
2?
it's not out yet.
no,
No.
it's just season 1 and 2 so far.
Okay, yeah, I did not watch season 2. I'm not watching it. I'm not gonna watch anything else. My
Mhm.
thing is though, when that Hemsworth, what's his name, Liam?
Liam, yeah,
Hemsworth.
the discount Chris Hemsworth, yes.
Okay, so Liam Hemsworth, if he can channel the exact same Geralt that Henry Cavill did, I think he'll be fine. However, it's the script, it's these writers, that these producers, these people just being invasive to the story. That's what's gonna make it go downhill. We all seen bad movies with great actors in it, right? That happens. So
Mhm.
I think if he does that, if he channels the Henry Cavill Geralt, or it just actually feels like a nerd Geralt, but obviously just looks different, he's gonna do fine. Thing is, I have no confidence in this Netflix stuff. They've ruined so many things of our that we love, but it's really a damn shame, because I'm sorry, it's really a damn shame because it's right around the timing of CDPR being a scummy company now, and I just had it with The Witcher, like CDPR and Witcher. I'm selling my my statues, and I think Nick, I think I showed you my statue collection. Like, I had tons of Witcher stuff, and I mean tons.
Speaking of the games, what do you think of the recent announcement that they're doing a remake of the first game? Let's kind of touch on that one a little bit.
Oh, I don't care. I've been asking for that for years, and then I get 2077, and it's unfinished, and I had to wait, obviously, because this was during the height of the pandemic. I had to wait a few days. Then I get a shitty game that doesn't even play right, and I paid full price for that, and they deliberately lied to us. No more. I'm done giving these people. I'm done giving companies my hard-earned money. I'd rather give it to you, Nick. I'd rather give it to any other person who actually is more deserving of it. I am so tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
Well, I thank you for the vote of confidence, my friend.
Oh, man, 100%, man, 100%. You
Yeah.
definitely deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played Cyberpunk probably about a year after it got released, after it had gotten like a bunch of the patches, and I thought it was pretty cool. But as far as the Witcher 1 remake, I'm kind of cautiously optimistic because like they're doing it in Unreal 5. And like I think I'm gonna kind of wait and see, but yeah, CD Projekt Red, they're on very, very thin ice. Like as you can see, like I'm like a huge Witcher fan. I'm like I've been wearing the like the Witcher emblem the entire time.
Yep, yeah, I have it.
So
I have
Hero
all this.
Dark, what are your thoughts on like either the games or like Henry Cavill and whatnot?
He's on mute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Taladia, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, so I was gonna bring this up, right? So the whole thing, Doc is back. So is your mic working, Darky?
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah. What do you anything you want to add to this?
Hey, it's gonna be interesting seeing how in season 4 what's gonna do, because I feel like we're heading for a train crash, honestly. Because usually when these people, especially when it's the people who's passionate about the project, usually when they leave, that's when all that's left are the people who usually just there to just help post production stop being in charge, and that's when they think, "Oh yeah, we got this. We know what you're doing." And next thing you know, they drive off the cliff. So it's gonna be really interesting seeing what they do in season 4.
So we do have a later arrival to the stream. Everyone welcome Jay Heat.
What up?
Hey,
What's
up?
up?
I got something for you, Jay Heat.
This is just what they want. You're playing their game. Then I'll play dirty.
That's for you, my friend. That is for you.
So
All right.
yeah,
So this is my good friend Jay Heat. He's also another fellow co-host of Jared's Comics League. So Jay Heat, since you're kind of late to the game, why don't you kind of catch everyone up on your history with the Witcher franchise and what are your thoughts on the Henry Cavill news?
Henry Cavill was a great cast at the time. He got done dirty, but that was basic. We can cover the politics of what happened with Warner Media and their incompetence all day long. Hell, we've probably we've done 7 streams with Comics League this week alone.
No more.
But in all seriousness, as much as I hate to see Henry Cavill go, and I believe he was great casting for the video game franchise, it's good to get him back on Superman. So small price to pay.
Yeah, I think he might feel more comfortable on Superman.
But Liam
Yeah, I mean-
Hemsworth, though, out of anyone, Liam Hemsworth.
I personally think it's a bad idea because I think Liam Hemsworth, he's very milk toasty as an actor.
He's
But,
the
like,
weakest of the 3 Hemsworths.
So you're saying he's better than Luke Hemsworth, aka the only thing he's done is Westworld?
Not by much.
Like Luke Hemsworth is best known for that one security guard on Westworld.
Let's be honest, it's a celebrity cameo, if you can even call it that.
Like literally, he's a trivia bulletin on IMDb where this guy is played by a Hemsworth brother. Like that, like literally, he's an IMDb trivia. Oh,
I don't even know much about these celebrities. I haven't been keeping up. So,
but I was gonna.
how does he
I was
look?
gonna-
Like, oh, I'm sorry.
So I was gonna bring this up, right? The fact is that them bringing Liam Hemsworth in over, let's say, Jason Momoa, or somebody that is a much well-known actor, I can understand why they did it. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, Netflix didn't really ruin majority of their shows. Like they still got like Cobra Kai, which is still a good show. And
that show is
Cobra
starting to
Kai's decent.
unravel. I'm going to be honest with you, Cobra Kai. Like I liked. Okay, so a quick aside on Cobra Kai, I'm a huge fan of it. Latest season, I liked it, but it seems like the show's starting to kind of go off the rails a little bit. Like they should have. This should have been the last season, honestly.
Yeah. To an
yeah,
extent, I can see that.
but I think that's the only solid show that Netflix has. But besides that,
Stranger Things.
well, yeah,
Oh,
Stranger
that
Things.
ended.
Yeah.
No, they did season 4 this year, and it was actually pretty good. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I like season 3, but like season 4 is probably the best season they've had since season 1. To be honest.
But what I'm going to say is that the way things are going to be going with The Witcher, if they don't get back on track with the game or the novel, I think the show is done. I really truly believe
See,
that.
here's the problem with Liam Hemsworth. I don't know about like his height compared to Henry, but he is nowhere near the muscle size of Henry. Okay,
No, he
so
has to muscle up.
I'm not
Mhm.
even sure he could get as big as Henry Cavill in like a year's time. Like, you gotta realize Henry Cavill is freaking massive. Like he really rivals Dwayne Johnson in terms of like muscle size.
I mean,
And like
You're
he's
right.
a big guy, and Liam Hemsworth, like he probably can get shredded, but like, can he get Henry Cavill shredded? Because like that's like putting on probably 20 pounds of muscle mass at least. You know, that's
No,
not
guys,
simply
don't
just
worry.
like getting a 4-pack of abs. It's like literally putting on weight.
No, you see, they
All
already
right.
got this plan. See, in the next season, they're gonna say that Garrett was in jail for the last 6 months, so he really toned down his muscles.
Well, in the book, he's not really supposed to be that jacked. But, you know, we're talking about fan service here, and plus it's Henry Cavill, so I
To an
mean,
extent.
I mean, if they were doing a new series, sure. But like he's like Liam Hemsworth is literally playing the same character role as Henry, so he's gonna be going from one character. It's gonna be a jarring thing any way you slice it. But it has such a jarring change from like a shredded person. The next season, all of a sudden, he's
Yeah.
smaller frame.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard, you know.
like we can see that with a young Geralt, like like
That would make sense.
just
Yeah.
graduated from the grassroots. Is it called the grass trial or the grassroots trial? I can't remember.
Grassroots,
Okay,
I
so
would say. Grassroots.
So
Yeah.
there are different Witcher schools, and
Yeah.
Henry Cavill is the School of the Wolf.
Right.
And the final test of the Witcher is the Trial of the Grasses. And what they do is they put you on a table, they pump you full of a lot of these drugs, mutagens.
Mutations. Mhm.
It hurts like hell. 1 in 10 boys survive, and if you
Right.
survive that, you become a Witcher. And that's basically your graduation ceremony. It's like, get on the table, Shinji.
Yeah.
10% chance of survival in the 18th century. Those are pretty solid odds. Pretty solid odds.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
So I guess you can say you have to be built different.
Oh, that reminds me of this one joke from Futurama where it's like, deathboarding is just like skateboarding, except half the time people die. And then Fry says, oh, so it's safer than skateboarding.
I'll never forget. This is my all-time favorite episode. As a kid, I couldn't understand it. Like, Kif was just. This was the Snoo episode.
Make it brief because I want to get back on track. But say your thing.
To make a long story short, I was looking at Kif was like genuinely scared of the situation, and when I was younger, I was like, Brad, like, what are you, gay?
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Oh my god.
The flesh is weak and spongy.
We must rest.
No, rest. Shoot you. Okay, let's get back on track.
Oh god.
but I was gonna say, so we're being back on track right now, and I think the way things are gonna go with the show, it's gonna have like this wave thing. So season 3 will have a decent track run, but I think once that final episode happens, boom, that's it. It's game over.
Yeah. See, this is also something I kind of want to touch upon, and we'll kind of lightly talk about the Superman stuff.
Mhm.
Like with how we've been getting bang 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 kind of stuff happening, it is glaringly obvious. This has been in the works. This was planned. This was, like the fact that like it's like Black Adam releases, Henry Cavill does this talk, Zack Snyder's at this talk, Henry Cavill literally drops the news. They make their post. They already have someone casted. This wasn't a sudden decision. This has been probably in the works for months, if not a year at least.
I would say since COVID, because think about it. When the pandemic hit, stocks were going down. Disney was getting hurt really bad if you actually factor the amusement parks. So let's think about it. You have Henry Cavill, you have the Snyder Cut, even though you have Warner Max in the works, but the the less said about Tommy Emmerich, the better. But to make it long story short, they were able to finally negotiate a deal with Black Adam, get some momentum going, and this started talks in Henry Cavill leaving Witcher. They gave an extra season, they gave time, but whether or not they're going to kill Henry Cavill's character off instead of just settling for recast, I don't know.
They're not going to kill off.
It's
That'd be
recast.
dumb.
The show is called The Witcher. It's it's literally called The Witcher. It's like
worse TV decisions have happened.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, to be fair, look at Halo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, God. Please no.
No, don't get me started on that. But I was gonna say
I'm gonna
that,
take off my helmet in the very first episode, and you're literally my enemy, but you're hot, so I'm gonna fuck you.
Yeah, I'm Commander
Even
Shepard. and I
Pedro
approve this
Pascal
message.
on Mandalorian had more tact.
but
And then literally the best part of the show. Oh my god, we lost a viewer because of that. The best part of the show is like towards the end when it's like, oh, his Halo now is literally when he's a meat puppet. All right, so but back on to Henry Cavill.
Back to Henry Cavill, right? And I think the way he's gonna go, it's like bang, bang, bang. This was all planned, pre-planned, and I'm pretty sure this happened at San Diego Comic-Con. Pretty sure around about that time, because San Diego Comic-Con, bad reaction to his presence not being there, and it's like, well, he was doing The Witcher at the same time, and I'm pretty.
But he
sure
could have video called in. He could have video called in or something.
He could have video called in, but I think because WB did not officially couldn't get around to him unless because The Rock's agent, Danny Garcia, is his agent. So because
they have the same agent, they could have gotten to him.
Yeah. So the only way he could have done it was through The Rock. Because don't forget, Rock is the most powerful man in the Hollywood right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, so he had to go round Walter Hamada to get through to the big boys and say, look, we need to get Henry back. And that's how the situation where we are right now is.
I mean, you got to realize they've been trying to get Henry back for at least 6 years, according to The Rock.
7 years. 7 years, yeah.
I mean, how long have we been talking about Black Adam? For about as long?
50.
All because Hamada and the previous regime were too full of it to admit to a corporate mistake.
Yes, and this is why I'm telling you, it's like Cavill leaving The Witcher could be a good thing, just because the fact is for an actor to get a bigger role, a much bigger role, could elevate him as
even higher actor. Yeah, I hate to see him go, but small price to pay.
I mean, to be fair, he's a bigger star now than when he was doing Man of Steel BVS. Witcher just kind of helped maintain his fame. Like, it didn't really grow his fame, but it kept him at least up. Yeah, and he's going to be getting a pay bump from Man of Steel for sure. It's like,
let's call it for what it is. But I will go ahead, Nick.
David Zavlov, he's already ordering the dump trucks full of cash to go to his house and just go.
But I will advocate this. Trying to cram an adaptation of Frank Miller's Batman as a pseudo introduction, clashing with Superman, Man of Steel, Doomsday. Not even okay. If you want to factor all the edginess in the Snyder trilogy, half of that was for the sake of a character arc within a modern context. So a lot of that was so you could argue some of that was just part of the course. A little.
I mean, that's cool, but like we're trying to keep this like Witcher focused.
I'm trying to keep. I understand. I'm just saying that a lot of this just boils down to executives and just bad decisions overall.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. The most I'll say is if they would have done a Batman movie first, then BVS, then it probably would have worked. But that's all I'm going to kind of say on that. This is a Witcher street. You know, I'm trying to stay on target. Stay on target.
Now you sound like Jared now.
No, yeah, he does. I was gonna say the way things are gonna go with Cavill is like it's gonna be a smooth transition from one actor to the next. And it's definitely recast, right? But the one thing I'm worried about for The Witcher is its brand itself, because you got to remember, as soon as Henry Cavill came in, The Witcher's game price went up in stock.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exponentially.
exponentially.
know that.
And CD
Yeah.
Projekt Red, I think more than anyone else, really knows the value of tie-in marketing because, like, look at Cyberpunk. It was already kind of on the path to being good again, but it wasn't until Edge Runners came out that it's like, oh, Cyberpunk's good again. Okay, we're good. Everyone, we can all play Cyberpunk now. It's all good now. To be fair, Edge Runners is a really good anime. I recommend everyone watch it. But if it wasn't for Edge Runners, Cyberpunk might still have that lingering
No, but
Yeah.
but what I'm
That's what
saying,
really saved
but
them.
like I said, it's like Henry Cavill was getting CD Projekt Red more and more people interested into The Witcher
Yep.
and the
Mhm.
Witcher franchise. But now
Mhm.
because he's leaving and Liam Hemsworth is coming in, I think that value is going to decrease. I think the potential for sequels to Witcher 3 isn't going to happen now. And I also believe that I also believe this. I also think that the way things are going to go, I don't think CD Projekt Red would even let Netflix do another Witcher series.
So, I just want to note, the Witcher series is not CD Projekt Red are not directly involved with the Witcher series. This is because these are based off of the original novels written by
Yeah.
Andrzej Sapkowski, and CD Projekt Red definitely benefits from them. They benefit from the advertising, but it's all indirect benefits. There's no they have no monetary stake in the series other than hey, this big thing is on Netflix. It reflects on us because people want to play the games. That's really the only thing they see from it. Other than that, they have no involvement. I mean, I'm sure maybe they have some, but very minimal at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at best they're probably just hoping, let's just get a TV show out there. Hopefully, it might catch some normies like myself. You'll see and just be like, oh, yeah, this sport's neat. Hey, do they have games? Yeah, let's play it. So
Though
hopefully, as long as they
it's
don't
pretty safe.
mess
Sorry.
up badly.
Yeah. Though it is pretty safe to say Sapkowski never would have gotten this Netflix deal if it wasn't for the games. That is for certain.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't know if you've looked into the history of Sapkowski and CD Projekt Red. It's a pretty
I know.
tumultuous because he sold the rights to The Witcher for the equivalent of $10,000 because he didn't think anything would come of it, and then the games came about and were making tons of money. He got mad. He threw a hissy fit online, and at first CD Projekt was like, "Oh, we respect him, but fuck off," But then they eventually kind of cut him in, and I don't know. I have a mixed feelings for Sapkowski.
That was.
But the question is. But the question is.
Tom Taylor.
No, go ahead, Hero. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, that's. I understand where the guy's coming from. That is his baby. He created it, but at the same time, it's like a deal's a deal, man. You could have negotiated instead of throwing this hissy fit. Dude, that's what I would have done. Hey, I know I said this back 6-7 years ago, but now that this is all blown up, let's renegotiate. Let's actually try to work together. Therefore, I make money. I mean, you make money. I make money. We're all happy here, and the fans are happy as well.
Yeah,
that's why you negotiate better, where you include clauses like, "Hey, this contract only lasts X amount of years," or even if earnings hit X amount of money, then you trigger a percentage. There's tons of ways you could put into the contract. Honestly, say, hey, if this franchise crosses $1 million in sales, then that triggers the new royalties, and I start getting royalties from that. And if you get below that, that would not have been that hard to negotiate.
And that's what I can't stand about new creators nowadays. They're always quick to bitch on social media. Let's just call it for what it is. This could be comics, this could be video games, this could be streaming. If you have no leg to stand on, if you have no objective argument, why are you talking? Why are you wasting time on social media where you can just do your own thing and just let your brand build up?
Because people want to be heard. People want, actions
speak louder than words.
Exactly. It's new age. Well, not a lot of people actually want to put in the work to get several. They just want to kind of throw something out there, and then.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a victim of this. I'm actually putting my money where my mouth is. So.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
By the way, Screecher has reached past 1,700. Please support the book. Last 1 week left.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing some shilling here. You guys all supported it yet? You know.
Well,
I
I'm
know.
doing the promotional stuff, so you know where I stand.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. I've got those indirect benefits, like I mentioned earlier. You know.
So
Um,
let's talk about this because I think this is really important to The Witcher. Is where do you guys think The Witcher season 4 could lead?
I'm not
It
as
would-
familiar with the storylines because I'm mostly a game person. Like I've read like the first short story book, which by the way, that really helped me when watching the first season. But like that's about it.
Okay.
You talk about like what the next story like? It's tough because what was season 2 about then? What was season 2 about?
Well, we know season 1 was about
Season 1 was based off of the first 2 short story books. That's why it had
Yes.
that kind of chaotic nature because like it was based off of those.
Right.
It was based off of The Last Wish and I can't remember what the other short story book was called. I've read The Last Wish. And then the second season is loosely based off of the first Witcher Saga book. Blood of the Elves, I think it's called.
Blood of the Elves, something like that.
Okay.
Oh, you're about to say Blood and Wine.
No. Blood and Elves. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what season 3 is gonna be about. If season 4 is, damn, because they can't even do that because they messed up with the whole thing. I was gonna say Season of Storms because that's a prequel, but then I think about the mini stuff and like, damn, some of those
They
stories.
skewed the timeline for that one.
Yeah.
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 I mean, they could if they did like a short mini series, like a transition piece, cram it in that way. But even then,
they really backed themselves into a corner of this one. Shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like
they
I said,
did.
it's gonna be interesting seeing what they're gonna do because
Yeah,
from the looks of it, it's a train crash.
it's a train crash from season 3 onwards, pretty much.
Yeah, like they've been ruining the characters. Like Vesemir is not Vesemir.
What are you talking about? You're saying they ruined Vesemir?
In season there's another character that they did even worse to. I can't remember what his name is. He's
I
one
know
of
who
the-
you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Is it it's because like you know how in the games there's like those other 2 Witchers that are from the Wolf School. What are their names?
Lambert and
Eskel. They ruined Eskel.
What did he do to Eskel?
I don't even want to tell you, man. I really don't.
All right, spoiler alert. I'm gonna kind of rubber stamp a spoiler alert as long as I have my fist up. Spoilers. Okay, so Eskel, they basically turned Eskel into a sex-starved pervert, and they basically turned him into like a tree monster kind of thing. And it is Eskel, and it's literally another character that gave Eskel's name. Spoilers over.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. It is bad.
It's a train wreck. That's what you put it.
Fuck no.
I will say Triss is better in season 2. At least they gave her red hair in season 2, and she acts a little bit more like Triss in season 2.
Which is
so
surprising because of Ginger Side, which is very surprising.
Why didn't she act like Triss in the first season?
I don't know.
Adaptations, man.
She's still not Triss. She's still not Triss, mind you. She is still far from Triss we know, but she's closer. So I'm giving them partial credit for at least kind of trying,
This is why I
If they kind of tried, they would have had better characterization, but that's a separate conversation.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah, Vesemir is really bad because like
I tried to warn you, man.
Sirius, I think, is fine for what she is. I think she's a little bit prissy and a little unlikable at times. But like, it's like Vesemir finds out that like her mutagens, her blood can help like make new Witchers, and so like even though Ciri's okay with doing the Trial of Grasses, he actually submits her to the Trial of Grasses. Real life Vesemir would never do that.
No, he would. What?
No.
Even if Ciri was begging him to do the Trial of Grasses, he would refuse. He would sooner destroy the machine than do that to Ciri.
Oh my God, that would literally trigger a fucking episode with her and call to the fucking Wild Hunt. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Okay, what's worse, the way how Witcher's fallen off compared to how Game of Thrones fell off in season 8?
I'd rather have Game of Thrones. I'd rather have Game of Thrones.
At least Game of Thrones is going through a redemption arc right now, you know. But...
Yeah,
I'll give you that with House of the Dragon. I'll give you that.
That's and Matt Smith. Come on, I'm a doctor. I used to be a Doctor Who. Okay, let's
well,
not.
Doctor Who.
Well,
Doctor Who is
Doctor Who, the better.
Well, Doctor Who is a Disney princess now, so
No, it's not anymore. Yeah. It's not anymore.
No, Doctor Who is a Disney princess.
No, it's not. Not anymore.
No. What I said that because Disney is going to be a Disney Plus now. Now it's going to be an American co-production.
Oh, I'm talking about British. I'm a British guy, so it doesn't affect us British guys.
It doesn't.
Well, it will because Americans are now co-producing it. So
no. You don't understand. So
this is Peter McGann all over again.
Oh God.
No, it's BBC still have it free. So
BBC still has the license.
Yeah,
they're just having Disney.
No, BBC is doing a co-production with American companies now. As in, it's that's why I said Peter McGann, because the 8th Doctor special was a co-production between the BBC and Fox.
Oh God.
Yo. God damn it.
Is the world coming? This means the world's coming to an end. Literally.
We can't have nice things.
I do like that they brought back the 70s/80s Doctor Who logo. I actually do appreciate that. I thought that was kind of cool.
Nostalgia.
But,
One gesture of nostalgia bait.
Yeah, it's nostalgia bait. Yep. Because when I looked at it, I was like, hang on. I was like, is that the 80s logo? We're getting off track, guys.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
let's bring this back, right? And let's talk about let's talk about the fact that what we would like to see in season 3 / season 4. What would you like to see?
The problem for me is I can't really comment on this part of this much because I mainly don't know much about the book, so I can't comment that well. So that's on you guys. This is your guys' section.
Yeah, I'm leaving it all to you guys.
All right, I'll take a shot at it. But basically, in my experience with TV adaptations, they get 3-4 seasons in, then they just fall off. There are a few exceptions to the rule, but given Henry Cavill's departure after season 3, I would not be surprised if they give him a tragic character arc or have it put him in a depressed state. That way, Liam Hemsworth has a separate arc to take over from. Either that or outright kill him off. I would not be surprised if they did The Witcher dirty. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't want to see it.
They're going to, because Liam Hemsworth will have zero power in that show, so he's literally going to do whatever they tell him to. Plus, I don't know how much of a nerd Liam Hemsworth is, but I doubt he has as much passion as, even if he's a fan of The Witcher, I doubt he has much passion as Henry. And plus, he won't have the power to Henry to push back, so he's just going to do whatever he'll.
Can't be worse than Westworld.
No. Liam Hemsworth will be basically the Witcher producer's bitch. That's the best way to put it.
Isn't he already? Without even being on screen?
He is. Pretty much.
Exactly.
He's their bitch now. Simple as.
Yeah. I can't wait for this era of crappy adaptations to end. But I feel like it's gonna get it's already been getting worse before it ends. But
Chris, Nick, I hate to do this to you on your own show. I appreciate being a guest, but I have to say this. Crappy adaptations would be Birds of Prey in the early 2000s. Crappy adaptations would be early CW before it completely went off the rails, and that's not even saying much. Yeah. This is blasphemy. This is blatant disrespect, complete inconsistent, and don't even get me started on what Disney's been trying to do for the last 5 years. And if we're really going a meta, ever since Trump won 2016, people have lost their goddamn minds.
Facts.
But
nice.
Okay.
That's what you get, brother. That's what you get.
Is this not facts?
So the way I see it is,
no shit.
the way you're gonna make me lose my train of thought, Nick. The way I see.
That's the joke.
You couldn't
No.
resist.
Okay,
could
I'm
you?
done. I'm done now.
All right, Nick. You know what? You're gonna get this for that.
Hey,
For me.
this isn't Comics League. You can do that.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna get this for that.
The middle finger salute, classic.
So I'm gonna bring this up, right? The way I see The Witcher going, the way it's gonna have like a dark, really dark and gritty season 3, and then season 4 comes in, and he'll have to build himself up. Leah Hemsworth will have to build himself up to be the great Geralt of Rivia again. It's gonna be
I
a
don't.
dark.
I don't think it's.
CW.
I don't think he'll be able to do it. I give it a 99% chance there will be no season 5.
Oh, you already know there's not going to be a season 5 because the moment Henry Cavill leaves, the whole brand's gonna.
I already said this from the get-go. Jay, you missed this. I already said. I said this before you came in.
Okay.
I said that as soon as Cavill leaves, the ratings will go, and the fact is, Henry Cavill is the
He
money
carried that
maker.
show from brand.
I think
alone.
the
He
only
carried that
reason
show.
they're not ending it with season 3 is I have a feeling that they didn't they want to give it at least a proper ending, and ending it they might even just say season 4 is the last season just so they can give it a proper ending. And also it's also saves face because canceling the show because Henry Cavill leaves is kind of admitting defeat in a way. This one they at least go out on their own terms.
That and they'll have to buy Henry Cavill out, which they cannot afford with his new payday going with DC Studios.
No, that's really a non-factor because he left, and that he's gone. So, but yeah. So, season 4 is gonna be.
It's gonna be a stinker.
It's gonna be honestly, it's gonna be some Rings of Power level bullshit because now they don't have Henry Cavill to tell them to fuck off. Now they don't have Henry Cavill to do this.
Fuck off, God.
Basically. And I thought Game of Thrones season 8 was bad.
So what are you guys' thoughts on some of the upcoming Witcher games? We mentioned the remake, but kind of there's some other ones like Witcher 4, which is going to be from a different school, and they got a couple more. What are your thoughts? They're doing it in Unreal Engine. They're abandoning the Red Engine, which kind of sucks, but yeah.
You have a better shot at a remaster because at this point, the brand's going to go downhill when Henry Cavill leaves. You're better off with a remaster.
To be fair, the brand was in pretty good shape before Henry Cavill got cast, so I think the games themselves can survive his departure. Honestly, because Witcher 3 is widely regarded as one of the best games ever, and as long as they keep the good quality going, there's going to be who will buy Witcher. I think the Witcher remake will be good because it lets them get used to the new Unreal Engine, and then they do Witcher 4, which will probably let's be honest, CD Projekt Red is still a good quality developer. Say what you will about Cyberpunk, they bit off more than they can chew. That was their problem. But what you got there was actually pretty good.
Okay, what was worse development wise, Cyberpunk or Sonic 06?
Cyberpunk. That's an easy answer.
Because to be fair, Sonic 06 was supposed to be an anniversary game, and they rushed it out.
No, but Cyberpunk was in the developmental hell for the last 5-6 years.
And GTA 6, not gonna lie.
Also, the thing about Cyberpunk was it was very different from the style of game that they were used to developing. Because with Cyberpunk, they had to do gunplay, they had to include car stuff, a lot of the RPG. Because you got to remember, Witcher 3 was the third game. Witcher 1 it's rough. That shit's rough. Witcher 2 is actually a lot closer to Witcher 3, but it's still not quite there yet. Yeah. So Witcher 3 was really the result of them learning through 2 separate games. And honestly, I'm fully confident if they want to do another Witcher experience, they fully know how to do a Witcher style game. So I'm fully confident they can do that. And especially now that they've done a Cyberpunk game, I'm confident they can do another one and have it be better. Especially if they're abandoning the Red Engine, which powered both, I believe, The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk. Now that they're going with Unreal Engine 5, not only is that a more stable engine, They have access to all the people they can hire from literally around the world, and they literally know how to use the engine. It's like, oh, you have Unreal Engine 5 experience. Okay, there's less training, it's easier to onboard them to the process. It just makes development so much smoother. So I think moving to Unreal Engine is probably for the best. I mean, I would have liked to see them continue with the Red Engine because I think that's a good engine. But Unreal Engine 5, given what they've gone through, is probably their best bet.
Yeah,
I'd agree. I'd agree.
I think they're gonna try to play it safe after the mishap. Because while I think they're still in a decent standing, if they have another, cyberpunk incident, it'll really damage their brands.
Why do you think they're going? Sorry. Why do you think they're dipping so quickly back in the Witcher well?
True.
Exactly.
I mean, they can dip all they want. They lost me. You lied. You knowingly lied, and you shipped me a shit product. Fuck you. That's basically what you told me. Fuck.
There's no excuses for that. I can't defend that. There's no excuses for that aspect of it.
I was gonna bring this up, right? I compare Cyberpunk I think Cyberpunk 2077 was much worse off than Gotham Knights. That's the best way to put it.
Oh, okay. Now we're going into a deeper can of worms. Okay.
No. Because
okay.
Because
here's the difference. Here's the difference. Delete it. Just hear me out. Hear me out, Taladia. Hear me out. Gotham Knights was going to be relatively mediocre in the grand scheme of things, so they were just trying to get the most buck as humanly possible. Cyberpunk was literally ripping the customers off. The very fact you could even compare that.
Gotham Knights is at least functional. It's at least a functional game, and also Gotham Knights is literally doing hardly anything new with its gameplay. Whereas Cyberpunk was literally not only on the cutting edge, but it was trying to be revolutionary.
Innovation only works when it's crafted intricacy and well. The developers with that style of gameplay were completely in over their heads, as we've agreed. Can we agree on that?
But they were using a different engine. They didn't know how to use the engine, pretty much.
No, it was the same engine as Witcher 3. So the thing is that engine. Okay. I'm pretty sure let me look it up. Let's see if the Witcher. I'm pretty sure because the Red engine was their in-house engine. It's like the equivalent of like Frostbite.
Yeah. And they were trying to sell Cyberpunk for top dollar. Now we can go into the whole EA microtransaction trend. We can go into that all day. It's just, come on. At least GTA had the decency to just cram DLCs.
All right, so Red Engine powered. The first two versions powered Witcher 2, and then actually it's better just to do this. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So this is the Red Engine. It's used for The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, and then it was also used for Cyberpunk. So yes, it was used for The Witcher.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
But okay,
settling that debate.
Okay. But the way I see it now, do I see CD Projekt Red doing another Witcher game with the situation that it is with the TV show? Potentially yes. But do I see this game making more than what Witcher 3 made after Henry Cavill introduction? No, I don't think so, because
here's my argument against that. The Witcher games were already massively successful before Henry Cavill. Their success is independent of the show. Was the success bolstered by the show? Yes. But also, even though they're switching engines, they already have a lot of experience designing a Witcher game. Now, you want to say, a new Cyberpunk game, even though they did one, there's they say, it might be a little bumpy. But they've done 3 Witcher games. They've got the formula down. They know what they're doing with the Witcher game. That's their comfort zone. So doing and they're remaking Witcher 1 first with something that they're already familiar with, and they're gonna basically probably doing it like Witcher 3 style. It's gonna be more of that style. And so that'll literally get them the experience they need with Unreal Engine 5. and
The
then they'll
craft
do
and
Witcher
the
4.
coding of the game isn't the issue. We're talking about how big the impact of Henry Cavill's departure. Because if a brand declines bad enough, profits go right out the window. And your best case scenario is stagnant.
I think for me, the most likely scenario is it'll drop from being a mainstream brand to just a very extremely popular niche brand. Like which of the Netflix series birthed Witcher into mainstream, but it was already high. You got to remember, Witcher 3 came out before. Witcher 3 was already literally one of the best games ever made before the Netflix series. It was already a big deal, and they're like a new Cyberpunk game would kind of cause concern. But like, just look at the reaction when they announced a new Witcher game. Everyone was happy. It was elation. So I'm fully confident that CD Projekt Red can deliver a high quality Witcher experience. Like I feel like the remake of Witcher 1 is probably gonna be pretty good. I mean, there's gonna be changes. Like they're probably gonna take out the sex cards, which you know,
Ooh, how dare
ESG.
you? How dare they?
my thinking is they're not gonna take out the encounters because there were still sexual encounters in Witcher 3. So it's like I think they're just gonna take out the collectible card aspect of it, which
that was
like again
NSFW
PC mods.
Mm.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there was boobies in Witcher 3. It's an M-rated game, so, so I just,
dude, the 2020s just suck.
No, it's
they're getting better.
It's just the modern entertainment.
They're getting better, you know.
I don't
DeSantis
know.
will be our president. Ron DeSantis is going to be our president in 2024, so it's all good.
Wait, what?
Oh my god!
Wait, Jay Heat. I need this was your reaction to what I just said.
What?
Okay, that was one. All right. You got me.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Shit!
So
Here we go
honestly,
again.
here's what I think is gonna be like the best case scenario for the Witcher series. If for season 4 they don't completely Game of Thrones season 8 it, well, sure, it won't reach the very high highs that most of the fandom want to go. It'll at least be passable enough to well, maybe like 5-ish years if Netflix don't take it down. It'll be one of those cult classic kind of things. Well, okay, yeah, it wasn't rated highly, but it still helped create a small set of people who got into the franchise because of it. And if the games keep doing well, then yeah, it'll still pass on. That's to me what will be the best case scenario.
Yeah, I think I think that sounds pretty like, you know, yeah. So let's kind of start going on to the shilling portion of the show. So any of my co-hosts, if you guys got anything you want to promote,
Yep.
you can either share your screen or drop the links in the chat. But while you guys are doing that, let's talk Screecher. So we're getting close to the 7-day mark. We got 8 days left, and we have 1720 backers, which it's pretty awesome.
Let's go.
Yes. I'm hoping to get to $2,000 so I can get you guys the concept art. That's at the $2,000 tier. It's really a shame that like it didn't get more funding because like at the $3,000 tier, I was gonna do an 8-page mini comic that included with people, but that's not likely to happen. I'm just kind of dropping it here in case someone really wants to galvanize everyone, you know. But like, yeah. So yeah, $2,000 is the concept art prints. Those will be about 3 of them, and then 2.5K is the magnets, and then yeah. So okay, let me just Taladia, you are up. So
All right.
chill.
All right. So on my page, guys, I'm currently doing the Gotham Knights Let's Play, a walkthrough live streams and whatnot. But I'm also going to be doing a live stream with Nick and Jared from Comics League next Saturday, and it's going to be talking about everything in the world of DC. I'm a DC Comics nerd, as you can tell from my page and everything, and pretty much what I cover is going to be based on news, and we'll be promote. Not only that, guys, we'll be promoting Screecher on my page as well. So if you guys didn't get a chance to get it, this week, and you still wanted to get it, and the last opportunity will be on 5th of November on my page, where we'll be promoting it first thing, and we'll promote it last thing at the end of the stream. So we'll be doing that, and it'll be like a celebration thing as well for Nick, of his success on the Screecher comic. So we'll be doing like some sort of big thing there as well.
Alrighty, and then next up, let's see here. Okay, we have D Rhino. Wanted me to shout out their Twitter. So yeah, D Rhino. What kind of stuff do you post on your Twitter? Kind of pitch yourself to people.
Well, I'm just trying to be in a full-time author. I've been working towards it for a year now. And my first book is called Gods and Goddesses, Children of Ragnarok Kyr. And it's an arc where it focuses on Ragnarok Kyr's children. And as you can see with the little banner, that's Ragnarok Kyr right there. And I haven't realized he's that muscular. But anyway.
Henry Cavill could get some workout tips from him.
Oh, yeah. But it's based on his children as they're learning about the world and how to deal with mortals and learn their responsibilities when they get older. And of course, there's a dark force brewing in the background while these godlings are growing up. So when they are full-fledged gods and goddesses, they'll be ready to protect the mortal plane and eventually, possibly, the whole entire world.
Nice.
Oh, and of course, I'm not going to be a pussy with this book. It's dark fantasy. There will be some sex scenes in there, and of course, there are some beautiful illustrations by Carmen Sefx, Clue Wolf, Arosama, and of course, Neff.
Nice.
Oh, Neff, I legitimately, he's a great guy. I'm working on some stuff.
Yeah, and there's the thing too. There's two Neffs. I know two artists named Neff. There's our Neff, and then there's Nefri San. So
okay,
yeah. So it's Nefri San. I'm sorry.
All right. So next up, we got Hero. Also wanted me to shout out his YouTube. So all right, buddy, chill.
Yep, I'm attacking if I try, but yeah. So basically, help. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Sorry. Anyways, so of course I just actually created this today, like a couple of minutes ago. But basically, I'm trying to create my first comic, Ninja the Bladed Hunter. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to go for a classic, fun action adventure story, following someone with quite a path that he's scarred by, and now he's basically going full Punisher on everyone. Well, if you're someone who doesn't do the right thing, you better hope you don't see him coming.
Oh boy.
And if you look at that first post I put down, if you just scroll down, there you go. Yeah, you can see from the text title, from the texting. Yeah, you can see that.
I love the Photoshop work you do with the text. That's very beautiful.
Ninja is coming, 2023.
So look out for that. Follow the Twitter. Of course, it's still in production. The first draft already been finished. Already got the artist for it. He's making it. Finished press. You'll actually help me find the guy unintentionally because I saw his artwork on Twitter. Yep. Talk to him. We got a good deal worked out. Somehow by complete luck, I got good pricing on per page considering the amount
Do
of
I know
work he
this
does.
person?
You might. I'll send you his Twitter.
Okay.
But yeah, so watch out for that. Yeah, I'll be posting more, be posting his character stuff and pictures as we go along. So yeah, just follow the Twitter and yeah.
Nice. So, last and certainly least, we have my friend Jay Heat. He wanted me to shout out both his Twitter and his YouTube. Oh, yep. So, Jay Heat, it's your turn. Go, buddy.
Well, I recently fell off for a while due to college, but I am planning to come back now that I'm part of Comics League and now Phoenix Press. And I just want to help expand the brand. So just please feel free to subscribe. We may have streams on my channel, we may have streams on Teladia's. It just depends. So I'd be glad to have y'all.
So one question: do you bring the heat?
Hell yeah!
All right. So and then this is his Twitter. Is that an eclipse?
Yeah, it is.
That's a 4th-gen eclipse. Not bad. You have good taste in automobiles, my friend. All right, alrighty. I think we're good here. We went a little bit over an hour, but I was kind of shooting for an hour and a half, so that's all good. So, any final words from the Peanut Gallery?
Just one. Make sure you subscribe to Nick the Phoenix Press. Do it now.
And support Screecher.
Now.
Do it.
Oh my.
I had to flex, so. Alright, so this has been Nick and Co. from the Phoenix Press, and remember, I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. Bye, everyone.